What's going on, you guys? Jeremy here. Today's video is awesome. It's a great one. It's an interview with my client Alberto, who's actually my very first client that I signed with this new offer about 4 months ago. Helped him go from like 0 to 1K a month to doing over 40K in the last few months. Literally 2 weeks ago, he had to turn his ads off because he was signing too many clients, making kind of too much money. And now he's got to build at the back end, build the proper foundations as well for like service delivery, so you can actually scale further from here. So we talk about a lot of stuff in this video. We go pretty deep into like the transformation, kind of like what he would do differently, kind of like the biggest things that he's learned as well, the biggest shifts, transformations that have occurred with him and his business, kind of where he's at now. He's starting to build a bit of a team, and he has just the confidence, the clarity, and a system where he can put $1 in and he's getting at least $20 out for every $1 he spends on ad. He's seeing at least a 20x return on his ad spend, which is insane. And his closing rates doubled as well after going through the sales training. Literally got the confidence to look after his family and just to know that like he can kind of do whatever he wants with his life. So it's really cool to see that kind of the transformation that's occurred with him and just like in his personal life and his business. And it's been really cool to be a part of his journey so far. So that said, enough from me. Let's get straight into it. What's going on? Welcome to the channel. Excited to have you on here today.
Yeah, I'm super excited, man. So ready for action.
Let's go. Yeah, just a quick overview, a quick little intro. So Alberto was actually one of my very first clients with this brand new offer that I started, I don't know, 4 months ago, maybe. And we worked very closely, lots of one-on-ones, going through the program, kind of helping him go from, well, I'll let him kind of tell like the story, like where he was, where he's at now and stuff like that. But yeah, it's been a really cool journey so far, man. And it's been a pleasure working with you. It's been a ton of fun. We've gone through some interesting times with just like life, like personal life stuff, business stuff. But nonetheless, we got through it together, and it's cool to kind of see your progress. So if you wouldn't mind just kind of giving a bit of an introduction, kind of like who you are, what you do, and we'll kind of take it from there.
Yeah, I mean, nice. So, I mean, it's a pleasure to stay here in your channel, Jeremy. So first of all, I was in the US, like it was like October or something like this. I contact you because I see your video in YouTube about, these things about the Facebook groups, and I don't like so much because in the end it's like super slowly. And then I contact you, I think in the middle of November, something like that. And then, I have like a bad situation, and I think in that moment I saw like 3K a month or something like this. And I remember that September for the consulting, I mean, was like 1,000 because I had also an agency. Now, no more agency, just consulting with your program. And man, it was amazing because, it's super clear, super fun also because you stay on the one-on-one. And my last experience with the one-on-one, other mentors, like in Spain and this kind of stuff, they told me like, yeah, we do one-on-one, and in the end it's not one-on-one. And with you are always in, like, Alberto, let's go. And I say, really? But it's the second one-on-one on the same week. And you told me, yeah, let's go, no worries. And I said, okay, let's go. And yeah, I was the first client. I need to be honest and say, yeah, the first client. And I think the results came super quickly, like 2 weeks, because I have like so many struggles with my offer. Now I'm focused on the online fitness coach because, we have in Spain this kind of word, coach, is different than the English. I was too broad, and then you told me, man, you need to be specific with one unique system, blah, 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 like you explained. And yeah, and then I think after 2 weeks, I seen 2 clients. In total was almost 4K. And then from there start again another 2 clients. I put a little bit more, I increased the price. I sold my program at 1,700, and now is from 3 to 5K. So nice. Solid. Now my focus is like doing every month like 5 sales. I mean, 1 a week, because in Spain, so if you have like 15,000 a month, you are the king, no? But yeah, since I started with you, I can tell the numbers.
Yeah, go for it, man. Like, I know like you're kind of like what, 1K a month with the consulting thing when you first started. And then, yeah, kind of just where are you at now? How much have you spent on ads total? How much have you made? And
yeah, in total in total ads, I think is like, since I started with you, I think it's 1,500, 1,800 maximum, but at least maximum.
Wow.
And I made almost like 40K. Yeah.
You spent
Yeah,
1,800 and made over 40K. That's
yeah.
what, a 20x
And
return.
I need to be honest, like in Spain, we have this kind of mindset. I don't know in US and, Canada also, but
Yeah.
all the people want to split payments. And I haven't this kind of opportunity with the bank, like I can have like a bank in my side and the bank give me all the amount of the money, and the bank give the like some issues like a facility. I don't know how to say in English, like easy to pay. But if I have this opportunity with the bank and the clients, I think I can do like 50K a month, because I lost like I think more than the half sale, because all the people want to pay like less money, and I haven't the split payment because I don't use the Stripe, because I explain you, because in the end we need to pay too much also taxes. But since I joined your program, I remember I stayed in San Diego in the Starbucks. I don't know that you
Yeah,
remember
I
for
remember
sure.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. And now, I mean, yes, like 3 days ago, I talked with a guy, maybe to go to live in Portugal to pay less taxes, because in Spain we pay like 45%. Because when you have profits more than 60K to 300K, you will pay like 45% of the profits, And in the
Wow.
end, man, the consulting is super nice, because now I live in a good house, but I don't need to spend too much money because I serve, I give good things to my clients, and I don't spend more than, I don't know, 1,500 a month. And from there until 40K, I mean, you can understand it's a good profit, yeah. And now so you change everything, because you give me super simple, super A, B, C, D, like every step. And I told you before, I mean, I didn't see all the program. I think I see the 30% of the program, because I was like, ads, make the content, blah, 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 and then close deals and then delivery. And I need to see the lessons, because I didn't see the lesson, was like, yeah, it's weird. And now, yeah, maybe I will go to Portugal. Man, you change everything, because in the end, I talk also with my dad. My dad is like, "Who is Jeremy?" Blah blah blah. And he say, "Yeah, maybe he comes to Europe. We are super excited. Maybe if you visit to Italy, you will have a house for sure.
Yeah.
Man, everything changed. Now I have appointment setter, so I start from zero. I have one appointment setter, and now another deal with the Facebook ads specialist like this. And they are happy, I'm happy. I have more than 25 clients active, and I want to hit like 100 clients this year, sorry. And yeah, all change.
That's incredible, man. That's awesome to hear kind of about like the lifestyle change too, living in a nice place, having the freedom and the flexibility to travel around and stuff like that too, and go to Portugal. And yeah, your appointment setter. Him and I have kind of been talking a little bit on Instagram too, and he seems like an awesome guy. But yeah, how's he doing anyway? So I know like pretty much started from scratch a few months ago, and then started running some ads, getting tons of traffic in. And before we started recording, you told me kind of how many calls you're booking a week on average. I'd imagine that's just the appointment setter kind of booking those calls in. But would you mind just kind of talking a little bit about that process and like kind of how many calls you're booking, and then just kind of like what that's been like to get a setter on board and just kind of work with him to scale things up?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, in your program, you explain super nice the appointment setter. So I just show him, like, man, you need to do like that.
Yeah.
We need to translate, because some topics, in Spanish is not the same. But I mean, I'm not expert in English, but I can learn from English. So, but I want to say one thing before explaining how many book calls we have in a week. The reason is, when I started with you, I think I have like 500 followers, 500, maybe 600. Now I didn't reach 1000. And man, all the people think that you need followers. You need to have like people who engage with you and they miss out anything or they have a pain. So that is super important. And like one sale, one system, one offer, super straight, like you explained. And I want to say that one because I'm not influencer. I haven't like a big, audience, but I'm building my audience, Yeah, now we have like, these last 2 weeks, I need to put it off like ads because I say, man, I can't close more this. And my appointment setter was like, we have one more. And I say, man, no more. So I need to relax. I need to surf, man, because he's also a surfer, he live like 1 hour away from me. And he told me, we have one more. And he said that he have like 5K. And I say, man, it's not all about money because I want to be also real, it's not about money because now we know how to make money, So
Exactly.
this is the thing. Now I told him that he's my appointment setter. He's like a baby shark and now I'm the big shark and you are the whale, So that's the thing. But man, to be honest, we have like every week with the ads, with the content, blah, blah, blah. And I need to tell also you that we spend less ads than you because in Spain is, easy, is more easy, in my opinion. Depends also on your connection with the audience. But the maximum that they spend in a day and not 30 days was like 40 euros. So not that much.
Yeah.
I never spent 100 euros a day, never in my life, never. I think it's like also like this, like fear, we have like 7 minimum 5 calls in a week, 7 calls in a week until the maximum. I think we have like 15 calls in a week, but we are 2, and I'm doing all the financial thing, program, blah, 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 delivery, one-on-one calls. So I haven't like a team. I just only have one appointment and I'm doing everything. I think so. My focus for this year was like 100K, 130K. But now, man, with Tony, with my appointment, I told him, man, I want to hit like 200K this year, And I think it's super close because in less than 90 days, I make like 40K. If I, like put a little bit more, meat on the fire. I don't know, carne en el fuego, we say in Spanish.
Yeah.
We can do it. But to be honest, I will follow the 100K in a year, 130. But I think I can hit more, about these kind of things with the bank, split payments. We have these kind of struggles.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. That's solid, man. So just to kind of clarify too, so you like on average, you've probably been spending what, like 10 euros a day since we started?
Maybe
not much.
I think the average is 15.
Okay. So 15 a day, kind of booking like 1 to 2 calls a day on average, which is.
So today we book 2 calls, yesterday 2 calls, and now is the last 2 weeks I have 0 ads and we book like 10 calls, something like this, because
Nice.
now the content is good and
Yeah. And
you explain.
and it's only going to compound from here too, as you build the audience and stuff like that as well. And that's the best part. But another thing I kind of wanted to touch on too was like, kind of how you mentioned that you had to like turn off your ads a few weeks ago because you were making too many sales. So it's like, that's something that a lot of people don't really understand. I'm kind of like, personally, I'm kind of coming out of a season of like working on the back end, kind of building the foundations. Cause like I had a really big start, made a lot of money in a short amount of time, signed a lot of clients. And then from there, I was like, okay, now I got to deliver. Now I got to focus on like building a really good program, building a rock solid foundation. And now just this week, I'm kind of rolling out a new kind of client experience and like program, kind of a 2.0 version. So like I've even had my ads off for a little while, haven't really been trying to make any sales, but I mean, just it's 8 a.m. on a Tuesday and I've already made over 5 figures this week and I haven't had ads on for like a month. So it's cool to kind of see that compounding effect kick in. And that's kind of what you're experiencing right now. And like when you know how to make money with the push of a button, you can just turn your ads back on and just kind of print as much cash as you want. It's a pretty cool feeling. It's pretty deadly. But I'm curious, like before you jumped in the program, before you hopped in, before we started working together, like what were some like the doubts or hesitations that you had? Like what was kind of like holding you back? What was going on in your mind? What was like, was there anything telling you like not
Super
to do
simple,
this?
man. Super simple, I think.
Okay.
Like a lot of people told you like organic, organic, organic. The Facebook groups, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But in the end, guys, I mean, all the people do also DMs to me in call, and I say, okay, reject, like, no, bye.
Yeah.
And then if I have like the ads and then I can see good stuff, it's just time. I have guys that maybe they need 1.5 months to buy from me, or maybe like 2 days, because I have one guy. His name is also that one, not Rafa, Christian. He's Christian. Man, he joined on the program. He paying split payments. Okay, I offer like good offer, a little bit less than 3K, and in 8 days he made the investment, and now he has like 5 months with me one-on-one. So it's not all about money. I know that you explain, but all people want to make sales and make money every day, blah 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 blah. But when you receive money, you need to also to do a delivery. At the moment, I haven't the program done, so I need to start to record today or maybe tomorrow, because I have like so many clients. That's why I put it off. And for sure I have fear. I explained you before on the call that it will be like rolling again some sales, and I put it on yesterday, the ads. I spent like €5.22, so it's like $5. And we booked the call today with this guy, and he told, on the Calendly, I have like 2K to invest, and maybe more if the offer is good. Man, I will hit like for him like 4K, straight. Like, man, it's 4K.
Yeah.
But the reason is, and also you told me always like crank up on ads, or we have this answer that you explain, and I think I will give a tattoo on my chest, like crank all of your money on ads, man. It's like super fun. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think,
that's funny, man.
but at the moment, if I need to say anything, is like you explain to me like simple things that some of them I know, but you make super simple ads. And for sure the important are the foundations, also how to make the content, also the VSL, this kind of stuff. But no webinars, I don't do nothing about this. No webinar, no email marketing, no nothing. At the moment, all cold traffic. I don't put nothing about other kind of campaign like retargeting, lookalikes. I know nothing, because I spend not too much money. I mean, 1,500 or so. I think it's maybe less. I think it's less. Because in February, I checked my business manager and was like less than 500. And I see the bank account is more than 5K. And I say, yeah, it's per 10. Man, it's like insane.
Yeah.
And now other guys that, like kick my, like, no here, not from me, And now they come back and they say, hey man, how you are doing? I say, no, it's 10K or 5K if you want to know. Nice, like a joke, but super simple. I think it's super simple. But for sure I have sometimes like fear, because you don't know, man. You don't know. But
yeah,
I have a good skill now, is like, since I start to see also your videos from the sales calls, blah blah blah, I go to the sales calls like super easy. I'm here to help, and everything changed. I start from I think 20% conversion rate on the sales call to 40-50%.
Wow.
And for me it's awesome, because in Spain, the people is not like in the US. we are different, you know, we think too much. We are like, entrepreneur is like not the same in US. In US, the entrepreneur is like an idol, you know, like, wow. In Spain is like, it's not the same. Also in Latin America, I think.
Well, that's really cool to hear about kind of like your sales process too. And I know like I come from a high ticket sales background. I was a closer for over a year. So it's cool to kind of like see that those sales skills translate into you as well and help you kind of grow and scale up. Because like personally, I'd rather take fewer calls every week, but better calls and close like twice as much than kind of wasting a lot of time with tire kickers. And when you have a system where you can book call like pretty much almost as many calls as you want every single day, then you can be picky with the people that you do actually spend time with. So you can disqualify leads, you can cancel calls if they don't look good, if they don't have any money or something like that, or you can work with your setter to kind of talk about that too. And then that way, like you as the business owner can like spend more time actually growing the business, serving your clients. And maybe that's another conversation we can have in the next couple of months, is hiring a salesperson for you too, hiring a sales rep.
Yeah.
And then that way, like you can kind of train them up and start to remove yourself even further. But we'll focus on one thing at a time. I think right now, the biggest thing for you is build out the program, build out the
and pay less taxes, man. That's why I will go to Portugal. This is the main thing, you know. But yeah, I know what you mean.
Okay. On that note, I will say this is a disclaimer for anybody joining the program. I'm not responsible for an increase in taxes next year if you join, because you're going to make a lot of money, and I'm not responsible for you having to pay more taxes. I'll just
but
right
you need to know that with Jeremy you will do a ton of money. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
I need to be real and honest. If you apply everything, man, you need to be stupid not to earn money, because no, I mean, it's like white, black, white. I mean, it's a match, you know. Is 1 + 1 is 2. Do this thing. But if you think too much, no results. That's the thing. You need to take action, because you can see all the content or a lot of mentors, but your mindset needs to be strong, you know. Also, that you explained that maybe I need to learn how to hire like sales rep. Yeah, because in the end now my mindset, also my dad and my dad told me yesterday, like, man, you are another person. You know, like, also I meet, you know, like new girl now, blah blah blah, and it's like, she told me like, man, you are like a shark, and he say nyam 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 nyam. But everything changed. So I never went in an hotel, and I spent like last week almost 1,000 euros. I never spent that much, because like 2 years ago I earned 700 in a month, and last week I spent almost 1,000 with hotels, food, blah blah, man, and still have money coming. My appointment setter, I told him, man, I need to relax, don't stress me. And he booked the calls, and I say, man, what are you doing? And no, for sure he wants to earn more money. Man, is now is like a video game.
Yeah,
for sure.
It really is. Like it turns into a game at a certain point, when it's like, you know how to get new leads, you know how to turn those leads into calls, and you know how to turn those calls into customers. Then it's just like a matter of, okay, how much money do you want to make next month? And then that tells you like how much you got to spend on ads. And it's very simple. And like, especially when like your return on ads right now is insane. And there's a lot of variables that go into it. I don't want to, like, for anybody watching, I don't want to promise you will get a 20x return on your ads. That's not common. A lot of factors that go into that.
My ROAS is more than Alex Hormoz, and I told you like 3 weeks ago. Sorry, Alex, but my ROAS is better than you. I mean, my maximum ROAS was like 46 ROAS.
Wow.
So 1,000, 46,000. But the average, I can tell you, is around 20, 22, 18, 25, something like that.
Yeah. That's incredible.
Yeah.
And literally, if you want to hit 300K this year, spend 30 euros a day on ads and just do that consistently.
That's it.
1,000 a month.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah. But you got to have the proper foundations to sustain that so your clients get good results. So we'll kind of work together over the next couple of weeks, build up that program on the back end, make sure your clients get good results. I'll walk you through my process too and how I kind of built that out. And that'll help you big time too, because if you keep selling one-to-one time, then you're not going to be able to go surfing very often.
Yeah, sure. I mean, and one thing I need to be honest with anybody who is looking this video, okay? So you need to apply, man. It's just a mindset. I don't need to work like 10 hours a day. I just to work, if I need to be honest now, working for my clients a day is less than 3 hours because I'm, building the program, like make good things for money, taxes, blah, 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 blah. But for the clients, it's not that much. That's why the consulting is nice,
Yeah. And that's one thing that we kind of talked about a little while back as well, is like, I remember you asking me, it's like, man, what do I need to be doing on the day-to-day basis? I'm like, well, like there's not much to do, to be honest. It's like, just get your ads going, either get a setter in your, like once you have a setter in your DMs, man, and you've like, they have enough opportunity and traffic to book calls like every single day, then like all you do is just coach your clients and take sales calls and then make some content. Like it's very simple. And then like some days I literally work like 2-3 hours a day.
Man,
then,
I spend more time to edit this morning, like a YouTube video for me, because I had one guy, he made like zero from the online fitness. He's an online fitness coach, because I explained you before. And from scratch in 4 weeks, almost 2K. For him, now everything changed because he knows that it's possible, He's like, and they are super motivated, blah, blah, blah. And I will do like a mastermind in Madrid in May. And all the people come because, I make a good offer. If you join on the program before my birthday, so now in March is my birthday, 27. So they will have the access to the mastermind. It will be like 4 hours. And man, all the people want to, because I told them, like, if you want to come with the mastermind, before the event, you need to do at least 2K. It's like also motivation, because if you don't make the 2K, you will pay like 200 euros to go to the mastermind. You know what I mean? It's like, because they need to put effort and also the commitment. And man, everyone have results. And I just have your information plus my information for sure on my mind, and then just apply, But and now everything changed. I'm not more following money, because now, man, I mean, also in my family, my mom is more relaxed, and it's not about my money, but I think now like the solar system, I don't know, is like una filosofía. I don't know how to say in English. Everything is okay. Like my sister is dialed in, like the content, like my dad is also dialed in. I have the appointment setter. Everybody's happy. So I think I need to use this momentum also for me, like to give me like some gift, travel. If I spend 1K to relax, because I need, and also I will stay with a good face. I start to training also. I surf super nice, man. I spent 3 years, and I told you, like, and also my dad told me, like, you in 4 months, you do more than in the last 3 years,
Wow,
man, I love girls, man, but I need to say super thank you. I can't tell you love you, but yeah, almost.
Man, I just want to say I'm really proud of you, man. Like, the Alberto that I'm talking to today is not the same Alberto 4 months ago.
Yeah.
And it's really cool to kind of see your progress, your transformation, and just kind of like your internal like character development as well. Because at the end of the day, I mean, that's kind of how I view business. It's just like a reflection of like our internal growth, right?
Yeah.
Like when you kind of break those limiting beliefs and kind of just level up and you kind of start to see the world a bit of a different way. And I think part of that does come when you kind of have a bit of hope and you see what's possible, because you start to see some results finally after a long time of not getting much results. And then once you start to actually like make some good money and see that coming in consistently, then it really just opens everything up. And now you're kind of like getting proof that you can do it, and you start to see like your vision start to expand. And like you said before, your goal was 100K total this year, but now you're shooting for 300 because it's possible. And I think that that's really cool to kind of like be a part of your journey there and kind of see that happening as well, and just kind of like your character growth. Because like at the end of the day, that's really what it's all about. Like you said, like I don't know, once you reach a certain amount of income, it's not about the money anymore. Like I'm a
And
simple guy too.
nothing changed, man.
Yeah.
Nothing changed.
Yeah. And I think
Nothing.
like it's
I
just
mean, for sure, I can eat more pizzas, maybe because I have more money, or maybe the good thing is, I mean, I went with Tony with my appointment, and we went to the concert, and I sent him like a little bit of amount of, like a gift
yeah.
for him and for his little brother. And man, he almost started to cry, like I know that now I'm building things. To be honest, at the moment, for sure, the money is good because we follow other people's money. But now is like I need to do things for sure because I need money to live, because we change time, interest, blah 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 for money. But it's more now I know that I can do it, and one topic that I want to explain, that now I'm explaining to my students, is like who you are, who you think, who you think that you are is not the same, because who you are and what do you think in your mind is different. And the third step is like put the focus in the person that you want to be in 3 months and start today.
Yeah.
6 months, whatever. It's not about the time, but it's like do things, man. Do it, do it, do it. And when you do things happens. And I have my commitment with you, and I told you because I haven't too much money, and also in that moment when I pay you, I was the first, I know, and that's why I'm like super blessed. I broke up with my ex-girlfriend, and I remember one-on-one with you, I start to cry, I start super bad. That's why I also changed, because you are human and you listen people, and that's why when I write you, I know that you are there. And for sure, you need to work. I have my clients, blah, blah, blah. But I don't know about you. I just meet you in YouTube and then see, I don't know, maybe 10 videos, and I say, man, that one is legit, I don't know if in English is correct, but I think yes. And I say, let's do it. So we have a plan B when it's plan A, like your plan B is always plan A. So don't try to do e-commerce, Amazon, blah, 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 blah. That's one thing. Whatever you do, but one thing.
Yeah.
One thing, one system, one content, one strategy, all like this, like a line,
Very well said, man. Very well said. What would you say is kind of like one of the biggest things that you've learned, or the biggest thing that's like had the most impact on your growth in both like your personal and your business over the last like 4 months, let's say?
Man, this is a big word. It's a big question, because I learned a lot of things, appointment setting, mindset a lot. And if I need to be honest, also like structure and sales, because you are the king, you are the ninja, you are a ninja in sales, and also because I check like your calls with my appointment, and he told me like he is crazy. Like you are you're you're not normal, you know. That's why. But if I need to be honest and try to explain in one word, is like clear, and I
Mm,
know I know now what to do in the moment that I want, you know. It's super easy,
mhm.
super easy.
That's awesome, man. Clarity is such an important thing because when you don't have that, you don't know what to do. You feel lost, you're stuck. That's when the doubt creeps in and all of that as well. What advice would you give to somebody who would, who right now is in the shoes that you were in 4 months ago? Like old Alberto, what advice would you give him in order to start seeing results with his business?
To work with you say, or what? I mean,
Oh,
it's
just in
super.
general. Like, yeah, it's like maybe somebody's watching right now. They've been doing organic marketing for the last 3 years, kind of stuck around 5 to 10K a month, 5 to 20 a month, something like that. And they're just kind of struggling. Maybe they're starting to like get burnt out, get tired, not really seeing results. I see that a lot. Like the 2 guys I signed up this week so far, that's basically
Okay,
exactly what they've
I
said.
will explain like a baby shark, okay? Because you are the big one, and I will explain to the baby shark. Go to Jeremy, say what do you want to do, and then pay him, and then do it. That's all. So I don't need to say anything more, man.
Yeah.
No, it's easy because it's like also your program is not, and one thing that is super nice is not super long program, you know, like man, I need to spend like my entire life to see all the videos. That one was my experience in other programs, you know. And that's
Yeah.
why because one thing that I have, I haven't too much patience. I have patience to my clients, but not for me. And I can stay, you know, like 50 hours see content. I can't. I don't want, because my time is
Mhm.
more value than see the content. That's why when you told me, man, that one, that one, that one, and that one, and then coaching calls, one-on-one, and then the group calls, and then yeah, on the chest, crank up on ads. That's it, man.
Yeah. That was my goal when kind of creating the program too, especially because like the audience I'm going after, it's like you don't need to learn a whole lot of new things. It's just you need to just take action and apply a very small amount of things that are really effective.
Yeah,
So even now with like the updated version of the program that I'm rolling out this week, I got rid of a lot of modules. I condensed them, I made them shorter. I just deleted some that weren't really necessary as well. And now like you could sign up and go through it in like 2 days, like
yeah.
probably even a day if you want. Start getting some results like tomorrow because I'm the same way, man. And especially like where I was I don't know, just over the last couple of years, kind of just like coaching in other programs and whatnot, like and going through some myself is like I don't want to sit there for 8 weeks sitting through 2 hour long videos. It's like I just want to like just tell me what I need to do. I'll do it and then start making some money, getting results. At the end of the day, it's really what it comes down to. Um, but yeah, got to wrap things up in a few minutes here. I do have an onboarding call with one of my clients who signed up yesterday, just in about 10 minutes here. But is there anything else that you'd like people to know? Anything else, any advice you want to give, any value you want to drop, any last minute thoughts at all?
Yeah, just move your ass, man. Just is that, I think in the end is that's it. You need to move your ass,
Mhm.
because the government is not save you, not your parents, nobody, you know. So, and also I'm making new connections because I change my mindset every day. So the last thing is I come back from the mainland, from Spain, and now I'm on the Canary Island, and I book a sale on the flight with a strange, you know, because I have this mindset, and he was like a fitness online coach,
Mm.
and he don't know how to do it, and he say, man, blah blah blah, like with your structure, and then he want to join on the program. I mean, I need to put the call this week, but you know,
Mm.
I make sales almost every day because I have the skill, and
Mhm.
man, it's insane. That just move your ass and move your ass as your ads. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I think you should be kind of afraid, kind of worried for when you're finished building out the program, what I'm going to tell you regarding your ads and like the potential that you could do, man, is insane. You could literally be doing 50K months, 100K months this year. And it's just going to be a matter of keep doing what works, build out, like hire maybe 1 to 2 more team members to kind of sustain that, build the program, and then just reinvest like, I don't know, 3 to 5K a month in ads. You're laughing, man. But
is that one, it will be enough, enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jeremy, super thank you. And for sure, I will stay all the full year with you. So let's do it.
Let's do it, brother. I appreciate you hopping on here, man. It's been a pleasure working with you so far. I'm excited to kind of take things from here, blow them up even further. And we'll have to get you back on the channel for another interview in a few months or something like that. And it'd be really cool. I'll let you know when I'm coming to Europe next. We'll meet up, host a little mastermind, and that'll be cool to actually meet in person.
And try to do some surf also. It will be a pleasure.
Yes. I'd love to. All right, man. I appreciate you a lot. And thanks for hopping on here. And yeah, let's crush it this week. Well, there we go. That's a wrap. Thank you, Alberto, for hopping on with me. It was a blast chatting with you. It's been a blast working with you too, man. And if you are an online coach, kind of doing around 5 to 20K a month, I don't work with beginners anymore. So if you're kind of doing like 5 to 20K a month, you just don't have enough new people to sell to every single day. You're not getting enough calls in the calendar. Booking a call down below with me. I'll show you exactly how I help people blow their businesses up, book a ton of calls, have inbound leads coming to them every single day by running insanely profitable ads and building the proper foundations and systems and a team to kind of help you remove yourself from the trenches, go from an operator doing everything in your business to an owner working on the business and actually growing and scaling and building a real company. So if that sounds like you, something you want to do, either check out the main video on my channel where I break down the whole process, or if you're ready to rock and roll, booking a call down below, links in the description. I'll see you on the call.